Hello, 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 hello. Happy evening. This is the 3rd of June, and we are on our 8th section of the practical strategies to teaching in a multisensory approach for teaching dyslexic learners. And my name is Rosalind, and I'm with the Africa Dyslexia Organization. And we have our resource person, who is Dr. Sierra Bernard, who has been taking our learners through this training since the first week, section 1, and today is the 8th section. From today, then we would jump onto our last sessions, which is on the 16th and the 17th, where we bring a closure to this training on this platform, but then we will still forever be connected to support our teachers whenever they have issues, whenever they have questions and stuff. And we hope that these teachers have, at the end, will gain some tips and insight to start supporting children. But this is not a one-time training that a teacher will take and become an expert, but at least it will set the foundation right to something greater that is not going to come in the future. So students, I'm very happy to see you. They are teachers, by the way, but I call them now they are students. So very happy to see you, and also very excited to see Dr. Bernard. And so I'm going to give the baton to Dr. Bernard for her to take us through today's session. Enjoy.
Oh, thank you. Welcome, everyone.
Thank you, Dr. Bernard. Thank you, Dr. B.
Foma. I kind of missed you yesterday. Okay, now today what I was looking at is to review some of the things that we've done instead of just, moving right along. Yesterday, I thought that we had a good understanding of the syllables. Am I right? Do we have a good understanding, or is there any question about syllabication? We went over the 6 types of syllables. The last one, we kind of ran through it with the R control, but is everybody clear on the 6 types of syllables? Or is there any question? Because this is something you absolutely must know. If you have no questions, say no questions. You can put it in the chat.
Dr. B.
Yes.
Can you please take me through the 6th one again, please?
Which one?
The 6th one, the R controlled.
Oh, the R control. Okay. R control. The reason why it's called R control is that the vowels are being controlled in those words by the letter R. If you say car, you do not hear the A. You're hearing K and you're hearing R. Car. You're not hearing K, A, R. You're hearing car. The R, the A is there. It's like, actually, all those R controls are schwas. That's SCHWA, which means it's a letter in the word, but you don't hear it. Like pilot, like let's say pilot. When I say pilot, you don't hear pilot. You hear pilot. So the O is really a schwa. And we're not going into schwa today, but schwa is something you must know to teach the dyslexic learner. I'm going to tell you why. There are a lot of words that have schwa in them. Whenever you see it like in a dictionary of thesaurus, you're going to see it like an E upside down. When you see that, you know it's a schwa. If it's a schwa, you don't pronounce it. But the child must know about the schwa to know that there's something missing. Otherwise, the words that have schwa, they will not be able to spell them correctly. Okay, now there's a whole lesson on schwa. Maybe I'll just kind of send you maybe a sheet on schwa. But so we're going to get back to this. This is pretty much like that. We have a couple of examples. We have car, then we have farm. You're not hearing the A. You're almost like glazing over it. So it's very important that you teach this to the dyslexic learner. Otherwise, they're going to spell farm F-R-M, because that's what they're going to hear. Bird. When you say bird, you're saying bird, but it's as I said before, it sounds like you're kind of glazing over it. Because the R is so dominant, the sound of the R is so dominant in these words that it you're not hearing the vowels, but you must know that they are there for spelling. And let's see, we have iceberg, temper, bird, hornet, turn, sailor. Whenever you have the vowels in front of the letter R, usually the R is going to control the vowel. That's why it's called R control. The student must understand and must learn the vowel is there. This is where they're going to get words wrong if they're not aware, because if they're just sounding it out, I'm sure you've seen that where children write a word and they leave out the vowel, and you wonder why. I mean, it doesn't make any sense that they're leaving out the vowel. The reason they're leaving out the vowel is because if you actually say it, you can't hear the vowel, which is always the case with a schwa. You don't hear it. So when they write it, you say, but you're leaving out the vowel. Well, that's why they're leaving out the vowel, because they're learning based on rules. When I sound it out, I'm sounding out what am I hearing? Am I hearing I-R? No, I'm hearing R. So they're going to write B-R-D. That is why the R control is important to teach them. You must teach them about the R controlled vowels. Did I answer your question?
Yes, Dr. B, I'm okay, thank you.
Okay. Anybody else on okay, who can tell me about the vowel consonant silent E? That's just another way of putting what we did yesterday with the magic E. Vowel consonant silent E. All of these words that we're doing with the magic, look at any word. Look at any word. You can look at your sheets where we have the consonant, the vowel consonant silent E. Look at all of the words. And that is just another name for the pattern. Vowel consonant silent E, or words with the magic E at the end. Okay, so everybody knows what a closed syllable is. Can somebody just give us an illustration of how you would teach it to a child? You're teaching the first type of syllable, a closed syllable. How would you say it to the child? Today we're going to talk about closed syllable. Go ahead. Anybody? In fact, Ifoma got away yesterday, so we're going to put her in today. Ifoma, closed syllable. Explain that to a child.
Dr. Bennett.
Yes.
What did I see there? Consonants that I'm playing catch up here, so please pardon me.
Anybody?
I'm playing catch up here.
Okay, so you have to know it. So you have to catch up with it today. Anybody? Where's Gifty? I need Gifty right now.
Okay,
Gifty,
so
please explain to Ifoma how to teach the closed syllable. I gave you all the clues you need.
I think Florence wanted to answer.
No. But I want you to answer.
I'll choose the silent E. I'm preparing for the silent E.
No. I want the closed syllable. Okay, Florence, go ahead. You're twisting my arm. Florence, go ahead. Is Florence going to give us the answer? Gifty, are you asking her to bail you out?
No, she was talking. Yesterday, I saw her make a comment when you taught that and said it's a nice story about the closed syllable.
Uh-huh.
Florence, is that not true?
I don't think Florence wants to help you out. Florence, do you want to help her out? She doesn't. Victoria, do you want to help her out? With the closed syllable? No.
Can I have a word? Can I have a word? An example?
Okay, Dr. B. Okay.
Okay. A word.
Okay.
One word.
No, you need the concept.
Yeah, but if I have a word, I think I can work backwards. Can I have a word?
I don't want the child to work backwards. I want the child to work forward.
Can I try?
All right, so I'm gonna do the yes.
Dr. B, let me build my own self.
Go ahead.
Dr. B, can I try?
Okay.
Okay, give to go ahead.
Yes.
Give to go ahead. You want to build yourself? Go ahead. Okay. If my memory serves me right, Dr. Bernard taught us about.
Just leave me out of it. Leave me out of it. Don't tell the student Dr. Bernard said anything.
Okay, so I'm talking to the students, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So, Yaira, a closed syllable. When you have a vowel and a consonant, a word that has a vowel and a consonant, the consonant is in a form of a snake. So it's
all right. I'm gonna bail you out. I'm gonna bail you out. How do we recognize a closed syllable? We recognize a closed syllable when there's a consonant at the end of the syllable or word, and there's a vowel right in front of it. Because we know that the consonant closes the door and keeps the vowel short. We said that yesterday. The consonant closes the door. As long as that door is closed, then that's a closed syllable. You have a vowel right in front of the consonant. So let's say you have A-T, at. That door is closed with a consonant. At, closed. As long as the door is closed, we know the vowel is going to be short. So it's going to be at. If we have the word hot, H-O-T, closed again because there is a consonant at the end of the word or syllable that closes the door and keeps that vowel, which is O, short. And you must remember to put the brev over the O. And you can use any word to do that. We're going to go to column 3, hog, H-O-G. There's a G at the end of that word. It's a consonant and there's a vowel right in front of it. So the consonant closes the door and keeps the vowel short. That's how we get a short O, which is octopus. Rat. What's at the end of rat? A consonant. What's right before that consonant? A vowel. It's a closed syllable. The vowel is short. Okay, I'm going to do hug.
Okay,
what's at the end of that word or syllable? G. G is a consonant. What's right in front of the G? A vowel. So we know that that G closes the door and keeps the vowel short. So that U is going to be short. You put a little breath over it to show that that is how you recognize a closed syllable or a short vowel sound. iFormer, did that one register with you?
Yeah.
Right. So anytime you see a vowel, when I say anytime, there are generalizations for everything. But in general, whenever you see a consonant at the end of a word or at the end of a syllable, because sometimes a syllable is a word.
Like
Okay.
read, like red.
Because a syllable has one vowel sound. That's all it means. One, and if it's a 2-syllable word, then it has 2 vowel sounds that you hear. You must hear the vowel, otherwise you can't count it as a vowel sound. Like cheese. Cheese has 3 E's in it, but you only hear the E sound one time. Cheese. Never hear the E again. So it's only 1 syllable. Cheese is only, I don't care how many vowels, it's only 1 syllable because you only hear 1 sound. Okay. Any questions on that? Anybody? Because we're going to switch to vowel C and vowel third. Because this is important. On the pages that I gave you, you need to find the one that's 83 and 84. You need to find 83 and 84. And iFormer, if you want me to go over that with you at another time, I can go over it with you, or you can just text it to me, text information to me, and I'll clarify it for you if you need that, because I know you weren't here yesterday. Okay, if there's anything murky in your head still about it, let me know and we can just review it. Okay, that's the iFormer. Okay, but is it clear for you on the short vowel?
Yeah.
Because you asked that a long time ago and I told you we were going to get to it. Okay, so that's a short vowel. Before we get to this page, iFormer, yesterday we spoke about the long vowel. So how do we know when the vowel is short and how do we know when the vowel is long? We looked at the words with the magic E. Okay, and somebody can explain the magic E today.
Shy.
Yes.
Shy.
Yes. Who's speaking? Okay, what's the magic? What's the how do we find out if a vowel is long? Yes.
Irene, who can help me out?
Yes, Irene can definitely help you out. Irene, which syllable did we look at yesterday to show that the vowel is long? The very next one, number 2. Number 2. A silent E syllable ends in a silent E, which makes the preceding vowel long. And we said that if there's a magic E at the end of the word, the E dies, gives all of its powers to the preceding vowel, and so the vowel becomes long. We put the macron over it, that sign, the macron over it, and we know. And when it's long, it says its own name. So if it's A, it says A. If it's U, it says U, like mule, M-U-L-E. The E dies, gives all of its powers to the U. So now the U becomes long. You put the macron over it. Because it's long, it says its own name. What is the name of the letter? U. So it's going to be mule, mule. Okay, so I think everybody's clear on the magic E. But iFormer, do you understand the magic E piece?
Yeah, that's the
Yes.
Y at the end. Fly,
Okay.
Y.
Yes. Also, as long as there's a vowel at the end of the word, that's an open syllable and the vowel is long. Like go, no, she, we, all of those. They are open syllables. the vowel is long. Also, if we have a vowel team, which on this paper says a diphthong syllable, I prefer to use vowel team. When we have the vowel teams, we have the two vowels together. The first one is like two vowels walking together. The first one does all the talking, and the second one says nothing. So the first vowel is long, and the second vowel is silent. So we have pale, P-A-I-L, the A, of course. And I explained yesterday, I always, whenever I'm teaching the vowel team to the children, I usually get 3 of them to come up to the front. Okay, one is vowel 1 and one is vowel 2. I actually write that on a piece of paper for them. So one holds a paper that says I'm number 2, I'm vowel 2, and this one I'm vowel 1. And then they meet someone coming down the street, that's how we say it. And then I tell them, well, ask them any question. They say, oh, hi, are you guys brothers? The first one will say, yeah, we're brothers. Oh, where do you live? And then he'll answer again. And then you ask, well, what's your name? You ask vowel 1, what's your name? Well, my name is Matthew. And then you ask, then the person asks vowel number 2, what's your name? The first brother answers again. His name is Mark. So no matter what you ask, the first vowel is going to answer. The second vowel is silent, always silent. You're not going to hear from vowel number 2. That way the children remember it because they acted it out. And so they remember, I'm vowel 1, that's vowel 2. Vowel 2 always talks, vowel 2 is silent. So we know, who's that? In which of the printouts can I find the lesson, please? This one, the 6 syllables?
No, please, Dr. B. I mean, I think you showed us an image.
Oh, this one, 83.
Yes.
That was sent over to you, I think, 2 nights ago. It's a lot of pages. It's a lot of pages, and it says, I think, vowels. Or I think it says long and short vowels. I'm not sure the title of it. But this was sent out about 2 nights ago. It would have been the last set of papers that I sent over to you. Okay, and if you look for 83 and 84, it says vowel seen, vowel and heard. Now I need to know that everybody has that. Anybody who got that? If one person got it, everybody got it because I sent it to the WhatsApp chat.
Oh.
Anybody?
Dr. B, please let's look at the paper again. Can you show it on the screen? Can you please show it on the screen again? Okay.
Can you see it?
No.
Yes, I think
I
so.
was heard and seen. I don't think we got that.
I scanned it, so everybody should have gotten it.
No.
Nobody has this? Okay.
Morning.
So did anybody get sheets that said recognition of syllables?
No.
Well, I don't know what happened because that one, because you really need this. You really need the vowel seal. Okay, so you know what? Let me take a picture of this. Let me take a picture of this. I want to take a picture of page 83. Because the vowels that are seen are not always the vowels that are heard. And if you're going to tell a child, sound out the letters, and that's the word, you're going to have to explain that some of them you're not going to hear. Okay, so that they'll be aware of that. I'm sending it over right now. Photo selected. Where is it going to? upload to, here we go. Okay, I sent it over. Whenever we explain a rule to the dyslexic learner, if the rule doesn't apply in some instances, you must say it. You must say it. You can't, because you gave them a rule and they are going to stick with the rule. If you tell them this is how this goes and this is how that goes, they're going to stick with that rule. Okay? Let me know when you have it.
Dr. Bernard, I think I've made a mistake and got a former out of the class. So I'm trying to bring her back.
Okay, okay. Okay, did anybody receive it? Vowel seen, vowel heard?
I've just seen it on the page.
Yes, okay.
I don't know whether the others have seen it, but
Okay. Okay, can we begin on that sheet now? Hudatu, did you get it?
Yes. Yes,
Okay.
Dr. B, I got it.
Okay, good. So if you got it, everybody got it. All right. Let's look at these words. Say the name of the picture in each box. On the first line, write the number of vowel sounds you hear in the name. On the second line, write the number of vowels you see in the name. Okay, remember that Y and W are sometimes vowel. What is the first word? The first word is map. Okay. So what are we writing on the first line? We're going to write the number of sounds, vowel sounds that you hear. So let's look at the word map. How many vowel sounds do you hear in map?
one.
One. So you put one in the first column. Okay. On the second line, you're going to write the number of vowels you see. How many vowels do you see?
One.
One. The number of vowels you hear, okay, the number of vowels that you hear and the number of vowels that you see will not always be the same. And you'll see this as we go along. Number two, what is that word? 11. Okay.
11.
On the first line, write the number of vowel sounds you hear.
11. 11.
How many of them do you hear? We have 3 vowels, right? How many of them do you hear? Do you hear the first E?
Yes.
Okay, so we have E, lev. How many vowels do you hear in lev?
11. 2.
No, oh, just the lev. Just the lev.
That one.
One, okay. And then, how many vowels do you hear in N?
Another one.
Another one. So, on the first line, write the number of vowel sounds you hear. So that will be 3. So you're going to write 3 there.
3.
Yeah. And how many do you see?
3.
Okay. 3. Now, if I were to ask you how many syllables are in that word, the syllables must always be the number of vowels that you hear. So in 11, we would have 3 syllables. E, lev, N. So we see 3 vowels. We hear 3 vowels. That's 3 syllables. Okay, it's not how many letters, it's not how many vowels you see. It's how many that you hear. Now, this sheet is just teaching you to see and hear vowels, but there's another sheet that says vowel seen, vowel heard, number of syllables. So this is like the first step, but you will always know how many syllables are in a word by how many vowels you hear. Okay, let's go to the next one. Number 3. J-E-T. I mean, this is a no-brainer because you only see one. Okay. So how many vowels? How many vowels do we hear?
One.
One. How many do we see?
One.
How many syllables?
One.
One. Okay. What about football? What about number 4? Football. How many vowels? Okay, let's do the second column first. Am I going to confuse you if I do that?
No, it's okay.
Okay. So on the first line, on the second line, write the number of vowels. So let's do that first. Okay, we're going to do the second line first. How many vowels do you see?
2.
Really? You see only 2 vowels in
Okay,
football?
so 1. 3. 1. Is it not 3?
Whoa. Hold it.
Do we
We're doing number 4. We're doing number 4. How many
Number 4.
vowels do you see in football? See. How many do you see?
3.
3.
Yes. So we're going to put that on the second line. 3.
Dr.
How
B,
many
so
do-
when you see a double of the Dr. B, when you see a double of the vowels, do you count it twice?
How many times do you say it?
Okay.
Twice. You say it twice? You say
No.
football?
No.
1. You hear it, what is what you hear? It's what you hear. You hear fo-oo, and that is one of the sounds on the card. So you're going to know that's one sound. Fo-oot, ball. So now, how many vowels do we actually hear? How many vowel sounds? 2. Okay. The students must know this. You got to give them an exercise like this where they can tell the difference. How many do you see? How many do you hear? Because they have to spell these words at some point. Okay, what's the next one?
Dr. B, please,
Yes.
my question was seeing. If you see a double of the vowels, do you count it twice or you count it once?
It's how many times you hear it.
No.
Okay.
I'm
Because
talking about
no.
seeing.
In some words, like ruin, like the word ruin, you have R-U, you hear that, and then you have I-N, ruin. They're 2 vowels together, but you hear them separate. But in football, you only hear one sound, ooh.
Dr. B, she's talking about the
And we
scene.
haven't gotten to that sound. Hold on 1 second. And we haven't gotten to that sound yet on those cards. When you get to it, you'll see it's one sound. Yes, somebody was asking a question.
Dr. B, if she was actually talking about the scene, if you see a double, same letter double.
Yes, like the
F-O-O. Yes.
That's what I'm asking you. You're trying to find out the sound, right?
No.
The scene, like O.
How many?
The number of vowels. Okay. You're asking, okay, so you want to know how many vowels are in football?
Yes. No, you
guys are not asking the same thing. I'm not sure you guys are asking the same thing. So let's do one at a time. Let's do one at a time. I'm not sure you're asking the same thing.
Okay.
Gifty, what is your question?
So in football, F-O-O-T-B-A-L. And there are 2 types of questions you ask. You ask us, how many vowels do you see? And then you say, how many vowels?
Stop. No, stop. 2 questions. Answer the first one that you just asked. How many do you see?
So it's about, the confusion is about, I'm asking you that the vowels, we have A, E, O, I, U. And if we have a double of the O, do you count them twice or you count it once as ooh?
How many vowels do you see in this word?
If I'm counting the O twice, then I see 3. If I'm counting the O once, then I'm seeing 2.
But how can you see the O once when it's there twice?
Okay, so that was my question. That if you see it twice, do you count it twice? That was my question.
If you see it twice, it's there twice, right?
Okay. All right.
No, do you see how confusing it can be to a dyslexic learner?
Mm-hmm.
Because we are going
dyslexic
around with this.
myself.
Is it? That's what I'm saying. That is why you have to do vowel seen, vowel heard. Must do that. Okay. So anybody else has a question on that? Because this is what we're talking about for this whole page. What do you see? Because you may see in cheese 3 letters. We can't drop out any of those E's from cheese. They are there. We see them. We see them. If you see it, it's there. Now, what you hear is something different. You're hearing ooh for book. That's what you're telling me. And you're absolutely right. But when I'm asking you, what do you see? Be very, very clear. What do you see? You see 3. You may see 2 of the same type, but it is 3 vowels that we see. Is that clear to everybody? You must say what you see. I don't care how many times you see it. It is there. Okay, so let's go to the next word. Porcupine. And football, by the way, is 2 syllables because it's 2. We hear 2 vowels. We hear oo and we hear o. Okay, because the AL has an o sound. That's another card that you'll have to learn. Okay, so let's look at porcupine. How many vowels do you see?
4.
4.
4. So you see 4. How many do you hear? Sound it out and tell me how many you hear.
3.
Which one do you, based on what we did yesterday, which one do you not hear?
Silent E.
The magic E.
The magic
Because
E.
yeah, all right. And we had a short O, a short, no, paw, Q. We had a long U, and then we had a long I. Place the diacritical marks over the vowels. It will help you. Let your student practice to use the breve and the macron. The breve and the macron. Let them understand it. Because whenever they see words and they're not sure, they're going to look at the word pattern, put either a breve or macron, and it will help them to sound it out. Okay? Next one. H. Yes.
Please, the OR, is it going to be a short, a closed syllable or R control?
Yes.
Which one?
The first syllable, the POR, the O. Is
it yes, this, even if it's R control, it's still one syllable. It's still one vowel.
So are we going to consider it as a closed syllable or R control?
No, that's not different. That's not really different here.
Okay.
It's an R control. In other words, you want to just give that information to the student, but you actually can hear the O here for O.
Okay.
You actually hear O.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Next one is HEAD. This is a tricky one. And on the cards, you see, it's all going to make a lot of sense once you start using these cards. Because then you look at the back of the card and you're going to see all of the sounds that you get from EA. How many vowels do you see?
2.
How many do you hear?
1.
1. Because the EA sound in this word is like in bread. So it's okay, ed. If you want to drag it out, you can say it's a vowel team, and the first vowel. Actually, in this case, see, this is an exception. This is an exception. The first vowel is not long. It's not ed. It's head. Head. When you do the cards, you're going to see there are 3 different sounds for EA. So it's only one sound. This one doesn't follow. The first vowel is long and the second vowel is silent. That's not the pattern for this one. Okay, and as I said, once you make those cards and you put the letter at the front and you put what the sound is or the keyword and all of that in the back, it's going to make a lot more sense to you. It's going to make it so much easier for you. Okay, the next word is and of course there's only one syllable because we only hear. Yes.
Please, before we move on, I want to ask, please, how do you know when to use EA as in E and then EA as in A? Is there any way to actually tell the child that, okay, when you see this and that, it means
no.
A?
That is going to have to do with the context.
Okay.
Just like read and read. The present and the past tense is exactly the same. R-E-A-D, R-E-A-D. Just like L-E-A-D and L-E-A-D, lead and led. What's going to let the child know is the context.
Okay, thank you.
It's the context. Will you lead the class? You know, if I'm writing that sentence out, will you lead the class? You know, the child will know it is not, will you lead the class? Just based on the context, the child will know, oh, this one is lead and that one is led. Just from the sentence it's in, they will know.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay? But I know exactly where you're coming from with that, because there are 3 different sounds. Just like with ED. Same thing with ED. Sometimes ED sounds like ed. And sometimes ED sounds like a T, like jumped. Sometimes ED sounds like a D, sailed. So you have 3 different sounds for ED. The child will know from the word, from the context, which one you're referring to. And you have to teach them the 3 sounds. Okay, a lot of it comes with experience and with practice. Okay, but these are things that they must know. Next one, we have to move a little fast on this because we need to finish this page like ASAP. Okay, sailboat. How many do we see? How many vowels do we see in sailboat?
4.
4. How many do we hear?
2.
Which are the 2 that we hear?
A and O.
Correct. Correct. So how many syllables would that be?
2 syllables.
2 syllables, because we only hear 2 vowel sounds. 18. What about 18?
4. We see 4.
How many do we see? How many do we see?
4.
How many do we hear?
2.
Right, because the EI in this word sounds like a long A. That's another one at the back of your card where you do the IE sound. We really can't do that today, but the I it's I before E, but if it sounds like an A, you switch it and it becomes EI, which is the case of 18. So we have 2 syllables. Next, we have claw, C-L-A-W. How many vowels do you see here?
1.
No, you actually see 2. Claw.
Okay.
Yes.
W is sometimes a vowel.
Okay. Number 10.
Kitchen.
2.
Kitchen. How many vowels do we see in kitchen?
2.
Okay. And how many syllables?
2.
Kitchen. Okay. What about zoo? How many vowels do we see?
2.
How many do we hear?
1.
1. Sausage. How many do we see in sausage?
4.
1. How many do we hear?
2.
Which ones do we not hear?
Magic E.
Silent E. That's the one we don't hear. Okay, teapot. T-E-A-P-O-T. How many do we see?
3.
3. How many do we hear?
2.
Which one do we not hear?
The A.
Okay, the next one is easy peasy squeezy. Let's go. How many vowels do we see? 2.
2.
How many do we hear?
1.
Which one do we not hear?
Magic.
Silent E.
Magic
Is
E.
the vowel O long or short?
is long.
Okay, what about P-U-P-P-E-T? How many vowels do we see?
Two.
Okay, how many do we hear?
Two.
Okay, how many syllables?
Two
Two.
syllables.
Whoa, what about woodpecker?
1, 2, 3,
4 vowels.
Three. Okay. 1, 2, 3,
How
4.
many?
4.
4 vowels.
4.
Okay, 4 vowels. How
Four.
many do we hear?
3.
3.
3. Okay,
Yes.
we're getting there. Snowman?
2.
1, 2, 3.
Okay, I don't know if W is a vowel here.
Hey,
No.
look, that's
No.
a toss up. You can call it a vowel. S-N-O-W, it's a vowel there. Snowman. How many vowels do we see? 1, 2, 3. How many do we hear? We hear 2. So we have 2. So there are 2 syllables. Butterfly. That's a tricky one.
3.
B-U-T-T-E-R-F-L-Y. How many vowels do we see in butterfly?
3.
How many?
Sometimes
3.
4.
Okay, I'm getting a lot of numbers. How many?
3.
3.
3.
Okay, we have to make up our mind. How many?
3.
3.
Wait. Who's saying 4? Who is saying 4? I need to hear the person who is saying 4. I-former. Did you say 4?
No, it's Gifty.
Gifty, you said 4? You of all people should know that. Gifty. Gifty, you didn't say that. 'Cause you know
I said it.
at the end of your name, we have a long E sound. You
Yeah,
know
yeah,
that,
yeah,
Gifty.
yeah,
You are one person that knows that. Okay, so we have 3 vowels. So we have, how many of them do we hear, by the way?
2.
3.
3.
All 3. That's why we get butterfly. 3 syllables. We have 3. We hear 3 vowels, 3 syllables. What do we have next? We're racing.
Volcano.
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 1, 2, 3.
3
Okay, how many do
vowels.
we hear?
3.
Right, we hear short O, we hear long A, and we hear a short, no, we hear a long O.
Long.
Okay,
Yeah.
so how many do we hear? How many vowels do we hear?
Yes.
3.
So how many syllables?
3 syllables.
3. Volcano. Okay, we're coming down to the end. Train.
3.
How many do we see?
2.
How many do we hear?
1.
1.
1. First vowel is long, second is silent. Chimney. C-H-I-M-N-E-Y. How many do we hear?
3. How many do we hear? 2.
Chimney. 2.
We hear 2.
We
Yes.
hear 2. We hear 2. At the end of the word, it's like a vowel team, but that doesn't count because we don't say it. We just say the E. Okay. Next one. Gingerbread. That's a long one. Gingerbread. G-I-N-G-E-R-B-R-E-A-D. How many do we see? How many vowels do we see?
4.
How many do we hear?
3. 3.
Right.
Yes.
We hear the short I, the short E, and the E, the F sound for as in bread. Okay, we have 2 more. Balloon. B-A-L-L-O-O-N. How many do we see? How many vowels do we see?
We see
3.
3?
3.
Okay, how many do we hear?
2.
2. Last one. Noise makers.
Makers.
Noise
1,
makers.
3, 4, 1, 4, 5.
So we see 5 vowels.
5. Yes. And we hear 3 sound. Makers. And then we
So
hear
you're saying
2.
we see 5. You're
5,
saying we see
yes.
5. Okay,
Yes.
which ones do we not? Which ones do we hear?
1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh.
We hear 4.
Hear 3.
Oh,
Noise.
yes, we get 3.
One sound.
We don't
Noise.
hear the
I,
E.
one sound.
Yes.
Okay.
Noise.
What's the second sound? Do we hear that E in noise? No. So we only have one vowel sound in noise.
Oi.
Noise.
Yes.
And how many in makers?
Mhm.
Two.
One
Two.
for
We have the
Two,
long
we have
A.
two.
Okay, we have to pretend that S is not there in order to get makers, to get a long A. Actually, no, you just have to divide it here. So this is going to be an open syllable. Noise,
Mhm.
and then may, and then curs.
Okay.
Noise, may, curs. So how many syllables?
three.
Three.
Three. Okay, so we're good. Flip over. Oh no, you don't have page. I'm going to send over page 84 to, well, we can't do it now. You have to do this on your own. 84. I'm going to send over 84. You're going to do it. If we have the time to do a breakout room at the end, you're going to do this page with somebody, but we can't do this together. But I think you should have a handle on it. Okay. Okay. Just gonna send this over. There you go. It's over. Okay, I send that over to you. Okay, so that was vowel seal, vowel heard. I'm gonna send you 85. I'm gonna send you 85, and you're going to get 5 minutes to do the whole of 85, because 85 is the one that asks you for a third thing. 85 is going to ask you for the syllables. How many syllables? And you should know because we've been doing them. So when you get it, you can actually write on loose leaf. Number 1, 1, 1, 1. Number 2, 2, 3, 1. Whatever it is, just write the word and you draw those 3 dashes, and then we're going to go over them. Let's see.
Dr. B,
Yes.
please, I want to find out, when do we teach syllable? Are we supposed to finish teaching almost all the sounds, both the short vowel sounds and the long vowel sounds?
Oh,
and
no,
the
no, no.
diagrams and other things?
No. Well,
Mhm.
if you look at the sheets, at the Orton Gillingham word card, you're going to see when you're adding each thing. Open syllables. That's all the way. That's on page 2. That's on page 2. I'm only teaching it to you because it's important, but this comes up on page 2. After we've done the floss rule, the vowel, consonant, silent, open syllables is over here. Because there are 2 types of syllables. Actually, the first one you have to teach right away. Okay. That second one that you have here, that is with the multi-syllables. As soon as you get to the magic E, when you get to the magic E, you're teaching open syllable.
Dr. B.
And the long syllable, yes.
Actually, what I want to know is, when do we even start teaching the syllable itself? Like, the syllable comprises of the various types of syllables.
Mm-hmm.
So are the children supposed to know the sounds? That's the short vowels, all the sounds, like the normal sounds, consonants, vowel, short vowel sound, long vowel sound.
The ones that you're using. In other words, the children must know the A sound when you're doing the A. When you get to the O, now they have to know that the short vowel sound for A and O. When you get to E, they must know the short vowel sound for the A and the O and the E. So now you're adding on. But as long as you introduce a vowel, you must say it's a short vowel sound. Once you get to the magic E, you must introduce now, this is an open syllable, long vowels. Short vowels, long vowels.
Okay.
You sound like you're still a little teeny bit confused.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, some of this you catch up as you go along, because some of the questions you guys asked me earlier on, and you notice that now we're actually getting to some of them. because of the order in which, as a matter of fact, there's so much here to cover that I'm probably jumping the gun on some of these things because it's important for you to know them, because you're going to get stuck teaching them if you can't explain it to them. Did everybody get 85?
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
we all got it.
Okay, so everybody's working through 85. You got a clean piece of paper. You're just gonna write hand dash dash dash. Actually, that one is done for you. Raccoon dash dash dash. Vowel scene. I think this one starts with vowel scene. Oh no, it begins with the sound that you hear first. And then what you see is on the second line. Okay. Okay, raccoon, R-A-C-C-O-O-N. If there's anybody who doesn't understand, please let me know so that while the others are working through this, I'll just review it with you. Anybody who needs me to review the vowel scene, vowel heard? Okay, so
Yes, please.
like everybody.
Yes, please, Dr. B. Yes, please. My line was off. The network was off. I just joined again.
Who is it? Who is this?
This is Florence.
Okay. So
Yes,
Florence, while they're doing 85, while we're doing 85, did you get 83? Or
No, please. I'm not joining. I just joined, so I didn't.
Oh, okay. So you're brand new. All right. They only
Yes.
have 5 minutes, so you only have 5 minutes to learn it.
Okay, please.
Okay. So it's right there on the chat, page 83.
Okay.
And we were looking at the vowel seen, vowel heard. This word is map. The first word, map. How many vowels do you hear? We hear one vowel, the A.
Yes,
Number two, 11. How many vowels do we hear? The first E, L, E, that's another E. Two different sounds. One is long, one is short. And the last E is also short. So how many vowels do we hear for number 2?
3.
3. Right. So you're going to put that
Yes.
in the first line. In the first line, you're going to put 3. And how many do you see? 3. So this is going to be 3 and 3. And it
Okay.
also, how many ever vowels you hear, that's the number of syllables. Jet,
Oh.
number 3, jet. How many vowels do you hear? E,
1.
E. So you put 1. How many do you see? 1. How many
1.
syllables? 1.
1.
Football. How many vowels do you hear? F, oo, oo. 1 sound. Oo. And then you hear b, all. So you hear 2 sounds, but you actually see 3 vowels. Number 5. I hope you're learning this really fast.
Yes, please.
Yeah. Porcupine. We hear the R control O-R. So we hear that O. We do hear that O. Or. Actually, we can hear that O. Or. Q. That's C-U. We hear that long U. And we hear P-I, but we don't hear the E at the end because that's the magic E. So we hear P-O, Q-I. So we see 4 vowels, but we hear 3. Then we have number 6, which is head. The EA sound in that word sounds like E. So that's only 1 sound, but we see 2. We see 2, but we hear 1. So far, so good?
Yes, please.
Number 7. I tell you, you gotta learn fast. Number 7, sailboat. AI. That's a vowel team. We only hear the A. A. Right. And then boat. We only hear the O. O. The A is silent because it's a vowel team. So we see 4 vowels, but we only hear, yes?
2.
2, correct. 18. That EI has an A sound. A. So that's only 1 sound. And then teen, only 1 sound. The EE just sounds like E. So we have 4 vowels in this word, but we only hear 2. Claw, In this case, the W would be a Y, not a Y, would be a vowel. You don't hear it. So we see two vowels. Technically, we see two vowels because the W is a vowel here.
Okay.
But we only hear one. How many syllables? One. We hear one sound, one vowel sound, so it's only one syllable. And is anybody finished yet?
Okay.
Okay,
Oh,
then
thank
we have
you.
kitchen. We have kitchen. We hear the I, we hear the E. So that's two vowels we hear. So we know it's going to be two syllables. How many vowels do we actually see? Two. So we see two, we hear two, and it's two syllables. Zoo, how many vowels do we see? Two. How many do we hear?
One.
One. We just hear the oo. Okay.
Mm.
Sausage, we hear O. The AU is O. That's one sound. Sausage, we hear the long A, but we don't hear that magic E at the end. So we only have two sounds. So we put two sounds, but we have four vowels. Well, how many syllables? Two, because there are only two sounds. Sausage. Are you up to speed yet?
Yes, please.
Good. Okay, so now you move on like the others and do your 85.
Okay,
Is anybody
please.
finished yet?
Almost. Yeah. Yes.
We're going to look at the... Okay, so let's come together. I think our 5 minutes are up. So you're just going to read off for me what you have. What is the answer? Okay?
Okay.
85. Go, Gifty, since you said okay, go.
Okay, 85. Number one.
No, number two.
Yeah, number two. Raccoon. I see three vowels. I hear two, and it's two syllables.
Good. Next person. Gifty, do another one. Do the next one.
Okay.
Gifty.
The next one. Grapes. I see two vowels. I hear one, and it's one syllable.
Good. Next.
Number
Who's
four.
ready?
Okay.
Oh, Gifty, you're on a roll. Go ahead.
Number four. Hive. Beehive. I see four vowels. I hear two and two syllables.
Okay. Anybody else wants to try that?
I'm ready.
I don't think we want to leave all the work for Gifty.
Okay, let me do it.
Yeah.
Number five. I see cabin. I hear two sounds. I see two vowels and then two syllables.
Correct. Next. You want to do another one?
Yes, Valentine. I hear three sounds. I see four vowels and three syllables.
Correct. Wow. And somebody else.
All right.
Next one.
Shall I come back?
Yes. Wow. Go ahead, Gifty.
Victoria, you go to number one.
Okay. Should I go on?
No, you got to number what?
No, number eight.
Number seven. Hill.
7.
Okay, so number 8. Strawberry.
Number 7.
No, I didn't do 7.
Yeah, you're supposed to do 7. Sorry.
Okay, so 7. I see one vowel. I hear one vowel, and it's one syllable.
Yep.
Number 8. Strawberry. I see two vowels.
Whoa, stop. What are the two vowels?
Hey, sorry, I skipped. I see
4 vowels.
4.
4, because you said we could take W and Y.
Yes.
That's right.
We take W and Y as vowels.
That's
So
right.
there are 4.
Okay.
And so we have strawberry, 3 syllables. And then we have
Three
Okay,
syllables.
okay. Tell me the three that you hear. Tell me the vowels that you're hearing, Ifoma.
R.
Mm-hmm.
That's the A and the W.
Yes.
Okay, so I mean three syllables: strawberry,
BR, ER.
and the ER together. The
No, no,
Strawberry.
it's not the
No.
the vowel is the E.
Okay, the vowel is the E. Sorry.
Right. Yeah.
A W E and Y.
Correct.
Yes.
Right. I wanted to make sure you said, and the sound of that Y would be E.
Yeah, strawberry.
Yes.
Okay, good.
Magic. That's the magic Y, right?
Well,
No.
no, the I, there's nothing
That's
magic
not.
about the Y. Just it has at the end of a multi-syllable word, it has the long E sound.
Okay.
And at the end of a one syllable word, it has an I sound, like fly, try, cry, my, why.
Okay, the magic. Okay. Okay.
Okay. Next, gotta move
Mu.
faster.
That's one. Mu. That's one. That's the U. We have two vowels, U and the E. But then the E is the silent one. So it makes the U the long one. So it makes the U the long vowel.
How many syllables?
One.
Okay.
Mu.
Next. Number 10.
Okay.
Can I continue?
Playground. I
Can I do
see.
that? Playground.
Okay. Just give me 1 minute, okay? You're gonna continue. Hold on. You're gonna continue. I'm just gonna go get one sheet, okay, that shows you the vowel the syllable patterns. So just continue. I only need a minute. Just continue.
Gifty, go ahead.
Okay.
Ifoma.
Who is that?
No.
Should I continue?
Okay. Should I come in?
Number what? I was continue. We are
Number 10.
Number 10.
Playground.
We have
Playground.
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 We have
Okay.
I think 3 vowels, and then I hear 2
We have four.
sounds.
Four vowels. A, Y, O, and U.
And then yes, A-Y, and then O-S, and so 2 syllables.
2 syllables.
And then number 11, I have 3 vowels. I have 2 vowels, and so 2 syllables.
Yes, Florence. I also had the same thing.
Yeah.
So we
Number
have the E and the O. And then number 11, we have
guys, please, I have a question
3.
here. Miss Gifty.
Okay.
Yes, please.
Hello, Gifty.
Yes, please, Irene.
I have a question here. Ifoma just said the Y is a vowel here. How do you determine the Y as a vowel here, please?
Which one? What number is that?
Playground. The playground. Yes, A and Y. It sounds like A. So it's vowel. So it makes it a vowel.
When the Y is ending as a multisyllable word.
AY is a vowel team.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Thank you.
Okay.
But then the syllable is 2, right? Or it's also 2? Yes, it's 2.
Playground.
Play and ground. All right.
Yes,
Okay,
please. It's 2.
The vowel sounds are 2.
We have goats.
Because you
I see.
only 2. Irene.
Okay,
I see.
okay, let's move a little faster. Just give me the numbers.
Okay, so
just say
go-
C2, here 2. Go ahead.
Okay.
Okay, so I see
2 is just goat. Goat, that's OA.
Okay, we're gonna say here 2, here 1, here 1, C2, 1
Oh,
syllable.
Dr. Ben, can you help me with number 12? It was a bit tricky for me.
Number 12? Oh, number
11.
11. That's ELEVEN. How many vowels do you see?
3.
Okay, so it's 3 vowels. See, how many do you hear?
3.
3. All 3. You hear E, long E,
Le,
That's short.
And
Again.
it tricked me as well.
You saw long E, short E, short E. Now,
Yes.
you know that these are the things that your students are going to ask you. Okay, that's why you have to get it down pat. All right, next. Now can I cut this and then you can go over it afterwards. But I think you have a pretty good idea. Is there anybody who's a little confused? Anybody who's a little bit confused and you want us to go over any of this? Okay.
Strawberry.
You just got this sheet. Because syllabication is like really important. I bet the time is getting away from us. Okay, take a look at that sheet. Divide into syllables. We're going to give the syllables names now. This is important because this is how they're going to recognize it in the syllables in the words. The first of the 6 syllables. You should have your sheet. Get your sheet back out. Okay, the first syllable that you're going to teach them is VC. That's the first syllable you're going to teach them. That's in lesson 1. At, an, bat. All of those. You're looking for the consonant at the end preceded by the vowel, which is a closed syllable. That's the first syllable you're going to teach them. VC. The vowel and the consonant, or the vowel followed by a consonant. The consonant closing the door and keeping the vowel short. Got to learn that early. Early. The next one is going to be, and it's not right now, but it's on the sheet. Vowel, consonant, silent E. That's the second. Is that the next? Yes. Vowel, consonant, silent E. That's number 2. It's on the same sheet. So the children must learn to recognize these syllables in these words. So you can ask the child, what type of syllable is that? And the child should be able to say, oh, that's a vowel, consonant, silent E. If you show them the word cake, they should know that if they write, follow me with this. If you're writing C-A-K-E, you ask them to write above the letter if it's a vowel or a consonant. They should be able to do that easily. So over the C, or you can put it under. You can put it under. That's probably easier. Under the C, you're going to write what? V or C. You're going to write C because that's a consonant. Under the A, you're going to write what? V. Under the next, under the K, you're going to write consonant. And the next letter, of course, is the E. You see, Kate? We're looking for the, so you tell the child, you're looking for the VCE pattern.
VCE.
This is the VCE pattern. If I write,
Dr.
yes.
Dr. B, cake.
Yes.
Are we still talking about cake? C-A-K-E?
Yes.
That's consonant, vowel, consonant, vowel.
Right, but you're asking them to pull out vowel, consonant, silent E, because that's the rule that we're following. This is the rule. What rule is this? This is the rule about the magic E.
Okay, I get it.
Okay, we're going to do the same thing for home. We're going to do the same thing for home. We have a consonant, vowel, consonant, silent E. Do you see the vowel, consonant, silent E in home?
Home, H-O-M-E.
Yes, so you circle the O-M-E because that's the VCE. Once your child is able to identify that, any word with the magic E, they're going to be able to identify by vowel, consonant, silent E. Okay, we do the same thing for ape. A-P-E. What do we do with A-P-E?
Vowel, consonant,
Vowel,
silent
consonant,
E.
That's right.
Silent
That doesn't
E.
even have a consonant in front for this one. But if you had a C in front of it,
Cape.
it will be K. Right?
Yeah.
But you're ignoring that because what you're looking for is the VCE pattern. That's
Okay.
what you're looking for. And that goes for all the other words. Make,
Make.
bake,
Bake.
late, home,
Mate.
mule, tight, anyone,
Bite.
anyone with the magic E. So that's the pattern you're looking for. So for the first closed syllable, it's VC, vowel consonant, with the consonant closing the door, keeping the vowel short. The second one is the silent E, which is vowel consonant silent E. The third one is an open syllable. An open syllable ends in a vowel and the vowel sound is long. Okay, so this one's pretty easy and straightforward. She. S-H-E, is that an open or closed syllable?
Open.
Open. G-O. Open. No.
Okay, the
Open.
vowel is long.
Yes. Yeah, because it's open. The syllable is open. Remember when we did the, she wasn't here yesterday. Remember when we have the consonant at the end, it closes the door and keeps the vowel short. But as long as it ends with the vowel, it's open. It's open. It's only the consonant, for the first one where the consonant blocks the vowel and keeps it short. But as long as it ends with a vowel, it's an open syllable and it has a long vowel sound. So that's why you have sh, e, g, o. Now, let's look at it in a two-syllable word. Let's look at the word music. M-U-S-I-C. Now, I want you to write on each of those letters if it's a consonant or a vowel. So we have M, consonant, U,
Consonant.
vowel.
vowel,
And what is the S?
consonant, vowel,
Consonant, vowel.
consonant.
Okay. This is a pattern that you must know. The V, C, V. You're looking for the V, C, V. Circle it. So when you circle the VCV, you're circling the U, the S, and the I.
Yes.
So that's your VCV pattern.
Okay.
I don't want to lose you here. This is very important. Look at this word. Is this, because there are two different ones you're going to learn. You're going to learn VCV. One time you're going to, can you see it? No, I got to get a clean sheet of paper. Okay. VCV. VCV. One time you're going to divide it after the vowel. The other time you're going to divide it after the consonant. Take a look. So look for the VCV pattern. Look for the VCV pattern and then decide the sound.
Okay.
Okay. So remember, these are the two you're working with, right? The VCV. Circle the VCV. Let's do the next one also. We're coming back to that. The next one is FAVOR. So we have two words. We have MUSIC, and then we have FAVOR. Then you're going to write under them whether they are consonants or vowel. Then look for the VCV pattern.
FAVOR.
After a while, you will be so good at it, you will just ignore all the other letters.
Okay, Bennett, FAVOR.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
You're gonna look for the VCV for that one also. And then circle it. Okay, everybody has that?
Yes.
Now, let me ask you a question. In this word, you're going to try it two ways, and your student will have to fiddle with it a little bit sometimes if they don't know the word.
That word is tricky.
No.
You use the American spelling. We use the British spelling with the U.
For which one?
For favor. In Nigeria here, I would teach a child with the U. Even with color, I'll put a U.
Okay.
But you,
let me ask
the
you
American
something.
one will put just the O. We use the O.
Gotcha. I hear you. But how many sounds are you going to get from that O and the U? You're only hearing the O.
But we're seeing, okay.
So even though, because I grew up on the British system, that U doesn't have a sound.
Yeah, it doesn't. It's silent.
That's right. Same thing with color.
Yeah.
COLOR, COLOUR. It doesn't have a sound. I guess that's why the Americans, we're kind of lazy over here. We probably just drop the U. Because what's the point?
Well, I've got a critic of actually asked me about that, and I didn't even know what to say.
We're pretty lazy. Anything that doesn't either make sense or it doesn't have any use, we just throw it out. Because somebody's gonna ask you, why is it there? Why is it there?
Yeah.
And then you're not gonna have an answer for them. And they say, so why are we using it? Okay. All right, so let's look at these two words because this is really, really important. Really important. Let's write this over twice. MU, just by itself, MUSIC. And then you're going to write it again, MUSIC. How are you going to determine that first vowel sound? You can divide the vowel after the U, or you can divide it after the S.
Yes.
The first one would be vowel slash, right? Vowel slash consonant vowel.
Wow. Yes.
Right. The second way would be vowel consonant slash and then the vowel. Now here's my question to you. What sound do you want the U to have? Do you want it to have a long sound or a short sound? Think about the U. What sound do you want it to have?
A long sound.
Long sound. So if this word has if this U has a long sound, this first syllable must be an open syllable. It must end with the vowel. MU, I'm talking about the syllable. MU. So the first syllable is going to be MU. The second syllable is going to be SIC. That way you get a long U. You must divide it because remember the open syllable says its own name, which is U. So this has to be an open syllable. This syllable has to end at U. If it ends at U, then it's an open syllable. If it's an open syllable, it says its own name. So you get music. If you don't do that, and instead you move the S over to make a closed syllable, which is MUS, you're going to get must. You don't want that. Once you move that consonant over, you're going to get MUS. That's a closed syllable. You're not looking for music. You're looking for music. Okay? You look a little puzzled, Victoria.
It's a bit tricky, but I'm okay.
Okay. And no, okay. Then we're going to do the same thing with favor. FAVOR. I'm sorry. You can put your U in there if you so desire. Okay. Now, what do you
Also
want?
lazy, so we like the one without you.
Okay, now let's look at favor. Let's look at favor. Do you want, you're going to write it twice. So you're going to teach the child to write it twice. And you can actually tell the child what the sound is. When I say the sound, this word is favor. Favor. Okay. What are you going to do? I mean, how do you want this A? You want it long or short?
Short.
Long.
Favor.
It has to be long. It sounds like A.
It has to be
Favor.
Favor.
Not favor. It's favor. Sounds long to me. I don't know.
Long.
Anybody says short? Okay. If you draw the line after the A, you're going to get an open syllable. So it's going to be F-A. That's an open syllable, long vowel, says its own name. Fay. However, if you divided it by putting the line after the vowel, now you're moving the V over and you're going to get F-A-V. That's now a closed syllable. That's now a closed, so you're going to get fav. Is that what you want? No. Let's do the same thing with pilot is a schwa, so I don't want to use that. Let's do I'm looking forward. Apple, no, that's a different one. Hotel. H-O-T-E-L. Just write it 2 times. Hotel, hotel. On the it, you're going to write consonant, vowel, and then look for the VCV pattern. Okay, you can circle it if you want, or it's up to you. Now, where are you going to draw the line?
After the O.
After the O.
This is what you can teach a child to do this. Let them practice to do this so they'll know how to divide. We're doing syllable division here. This is going to really help them. So you show them, do you want H-O-T, hot, which is a closed syllable? Or do you want H-O, which is an open syllable? That means the vowel is long, so it says its own name. Do we have that? Okay, let's try. What did we decide on, by the way? Is it a V? Is it V/CV or is it VC/V?
V/CV.
Correct. Let's do R-I-V-E-R. R-I-V-E-R. Write that twice. R-I-V-E-R. And then write vowel, consonant. I'm sorry. Consonant, vowel, consonant, vowel. Okay. Do we have our VCV pattern?
Yes.
Okay. Where are we gonna draw the line? Are we gonna draw the line after the first V, which is right after the I?
Yes.
Yes.
Or are we gonna draw the line after the consonant, which is R-I-V line? You can draw the line right through it. Draw it from the word right through so that you match it up. You see what I'm saying? You're going to draw the line, put the word, put the vowel, the syllable type, and then when you draw the line, draw it right through the letter, through the consonant or vowel. Okay, so where are we drawing the line for this one?
After the V.
After the V. Because if we draw it after the I, we're going to get what?
An open syllable.
It's going to be an
Right.
open syllable.
And it's going to be
short.
river. It's going to be river.
Okay,
But
long vowel.
so we need to move the consonant over so we can get a closed syllable. That way we get river. Don't forget your breath. Okay, now is this clear to everybody, or did we lose anybody? Fiona, did we lose you?
Yeah, my network was cutting off, but I understand the syllabication, the division, and everything. But I'd like to find out that, so when you now draw the line after the V, and then the I becomes a closed, and then it becomes a closed syllable.
Correct.
Correct. And then the I becomes a short
Yes.
vowel.
Yes.
Then now, how do you call it? Is this the CV? This one, that's what is confusing me.
I didn't hear the question.
I don't know. So I don't know
that would have been BCV.
Consonant vowel.
CV.
No, remember they are all of these words I just gave you, they're all VCV. The difference is where you draw the line. That's the difference. This sheet I just gave
so VCV.
Dr. B.
So
yes.
Can you please take us through maybe two more examples for me to be sure I get what you're doing?
Okay. Let's look at another word.
What is that?
POS. TER. Write it twice. POS.
Please, Dr. Bernard, the word again.
What's that?
Please, the word again. POS.
Oh, POSTER.
Okay.
Okay, you're gonna look for your VCV pattern. Just write it under all of the letters and then look for the VCV pattern.
Dr. B, the word, is it POSPER or POSTER? Poster. Okay.
Poster.
Okay, thank you.
You're gonna put the S and the T together.
Dr. B, I was going to say that this one becomes VCCB.
Yes.
This one becomes VCCB.
This is actually, okay, so we just jumped ahead there. That is the next thing I'm going to do. So this is not a good word. That's not a good word for that.
Then we can see the VCV.
This is a VCCV. That's the next one we're going to do.
Dr. B, go over the example for Irene to get it better.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm looking for another example.
Let's use motel. Motel.
Yeah, we could. There you go. Motel. MOTEL. So you write that twice, and we have our pattern, which is going to be vowel, consonant. Okay. So now we have our VCV. Where are we going to draw the line, Irene? Where are we going to draw the line? Do you want a long O or a short O?
A long O.
A short O.
A short O.
Who wants a short O? Who wants a short O? Fiona, you want
motel.
Fiona, you want a short O?
Fiona and Gifty.
Motel.
Victoria, what do you want?
Motel.
What kind of O do you want?
Motel.
You want a short O?
Motel.
So you want a mott? You want a mott?
Hotel. Motel.
No, I wanted a long
I want a long O.
Motel. Okay. Okay, long.
It's simple. Do we want a motel or do you want a motel? Do you want a motel?
Motel.
You want a motel. Just like a hotel. Just like a hotel. So it's going to be long. Mo-o. So you have to draw the line after the vowel. So that syllable, M-O, will be now an open syllable, and the vowel is going to be long, and it's going to say its own name. Is that good, Victoria?
Very good.
Okay. Did we get Irene on board?
Yes, I'm here, Dr. B. I'm okay.
You're okay. Okay, good.
Yeah, this one
So
is
the
fine.
next one, okay, which poster would have worked for, is the VCCV. That's the easiest one to learn. Yeah, this is the easiest of all. All you do is look for the VCCV and draw the line in the middle of the two C's. That's it. That's easy. So I'm going to give you some words. Just write them down quickly on the side. Picnic. Picnic. Sister.
Pardon?
Again?
Sister. Like your brother and your sister.
Sister.
So we
Okay.
have picnic. P-I-C-N-I-C. Picnic. Sister.
Sister.
Yeah. Picnic. Sister. Basket.
Basket.
Yeah, basket. Well, let's put in penny. P-E-N. See, you're going to say P-E-N-E. You're going to put two N's and then another E? Or you just do P-E-N-N-Y?
N-Y.
Okay.
N-Y, yes.
Do two of the N or one N?
Let me see what problem we're going to face with this one. We're going to have consonant, vowel, consonant, consonant. Okay, we're not going to have a problem with this. Okay, let's see. So we have picnic, we have sister, we have basket, we have penny, matter. Like, what's the matter? M-A-T-T-E-R. This is too easy.
Really?
Yes. Window. W-I-N-D-O-W. Window. For a lot of these, the VCCV is going to be the easiest for the kids to do. Easy, easy, easy. But for the VCV, that's going to be a little challenging but once they know the word, they just have to be able to identify long or short vowels. Okay, so let's do these really quickly.
Okay.
Picnic. You're going to write under the picnic, under the letters. P is what? It's consonant, vowel, consonant, vowel. We already see our pattern. Then for sister, we have consonant, vowel, consonant, vowel, consonant, vowel, consonant. Do you see how easy the VCCV is?
Yes.
See how easy that was going to be? When you draw the line from between the letter right through the two C's. And then you just divide it. So for the first one, and I'm rushing because we're running out of time. This is crazy. So we drew the line between the what? For the first one. Picnic. Where do we draw the line?
After the C. First C.
Correct. That just between the two C's. Between the two C's. And of course, we're going to get two short syllables. So we're going to get picnic. Brev over both I's. Next one, sister. We have our VCCV.
After the S.
After the S.
Correct. And so we're going to get two short syllables. Close, both of them. Brev. Basket. Where are we going to draw the line?
After the S.
Okay. So we're going to get B-A-S and then K-E-T. Right? Yeah. This is going to help the children to spell. It's going to help them to spell when they learn to divide like this. What's the next one? P-E-N-N-Y.
Penny.
What do we got here?
Yes. Penny.
After the first N.
After the first N. Because the Y is
It's a
has the
vowel.
sound of a long E. It's a vowel in this word. Because it's a 2-syllable word. That's why you get penny. Long E. If it was a 1-syllable word, cry, try, fly, it would be a long I. Okay, the next one, where do we draw the line?
Oh, Dr. V. Dr. V.
Yes.
Please, can you say that again? That when
You're talking about the long.
Y is standing as the vowel.
The Y. Okay.
We draw the
We said this before. Let me just repeat it real quickly. Whenever you have a multi-syllable word or 2-syllable word, the Y at the end is going to have the long E sound. Money, crazy, lazy, handy. As long as there are 2 syllables, that Y at the end is going to sound like a long E. But if it's a 1-syllable word, like cry, try, why, fly, you're getting a long I. You're getting a long I because it's only a 1-syllable word. Okay,
thank you. Thank you so much, Dr.
That's a
V.
whole lesson. I only said that in passing because you need to know it.
I always get questions on that for my kids. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. You're welcome. We have to be able to answer them. I'm not teaching you this because you don't know it or because you can't read. I'm teaching this because I want you to explain it to the kid who doesn't know it like you. Okay, you've already learned it, but you don't even. There are so many words that people said that they don't know. They can't explain. Well, why is that? Why is it an E here, and why is it an I over there? We just learn it. The teachers just taught us, and we just learn it. Okay, but now here's a dyslexic learner. You're going to confuse the child because one time you're calling it E, one time you're calling it I, and the child says, "Well, how do I know when it has an I sound and when it has an E sound?" You know, you're going to say, "Oh, I don't know, just learn it." That's what you're going to tell them. But you can't do that. Right. When you explain to the dyslexic learner, this is why. When it's a 1-syllable word, it has an I, a long I sound. When it's a 2-syllable word, it has the long E sound. Then it makes sense to that child. And the next time the child sees it, the child will understand. If you don't explain it, this is what the child's going to do. Is it an E? Is it an I? They don't know. They're going to put, because you never explained it. You never explained it. Okay, and that's one of the things about dyslexic learner. There are a lot of things you need to explain. You can't just tell them, "Well, that's how I learned it." You can't do that because you're going to confuse them. We have window. We draw the line between the N and the D. As I told you, the VCCV is the easiest of all. You just look for the V. The VCCV pattern, draw a line right through it, the end. There's another way you could do it. If you want to do it, if the child didn't get it and you want to give them a little more activity, let's look at the word basket. BASKET. And we see if I remember how to do this. Okay, you do your VCV, whatever it is. This is your vowel, consonant, vowel. You put a dot over the 2 vowels. Right up high, you put a dot, not close. In fact, let me show you. Hold on. I haven't done this in a long time. You see basket? You just put a vowel over the 2. Okay, now let me see if I remember how to do this. BASKET. And you count inwards. So you put one finger on the E, put one finger on the A. You draw a line from one dot to the other. Then you put your 2 fingers, one on the A, and one on the E, and then you count inwards. K with your right hand, S with your left hand. You just draw a line between those 2. That's where they meet, between the S and the K. That's a very, very easy way to do it. Okay. Pastor, easy one. Pastor. The same thing. You put a dot over the O. You put a dot over the A, and then you just put your fingers, 2 fingers on both of those vowels, and work inwards. On the T, on the S, you draw a line between those two. It depends on how much the child wants activities. You know, you can do this one. There's some children who say, I like to do this one better than the VCV thing with this one. So that's another way that you can do it. Put your fingers on the 2 vowels, work inwards, and you draw a line between where they meet.
That's an interesting one. I think
Very interesting.
But it's easy, right?
yeah, it's very easy.
It's easy. When you
Enough.
tell a kid, you give the kid this word and you just tell them, and then, you know, they're doing something with their hands. It's tactile. They're learning. You put it on this vowel, put it on that vowel, and you just work in. You draw a line right where they meet. That's how you divide it. Okay, we're out of time. Everybody knows this, and we haven't gone on to lesson plans yet because I wanted to review lesson plans again. Can I review lesson plans in 5 minutes? We didn't even get to do the breakout rooms, but I think you guys got it. Just a reminder, the first thing we do, therapeutic awareness. Number 2, we do the phonograms review. Because we're done with lesson 1. We're done with lesson 1. You may be, I'm not sure. Now we're on to lesson 2. Sorry. So we're on to phonograms review. All the words that we did yesterday, the ones in the phonogram instruction and the new elements, you put those 2 together, you take them over to lesson 2. So now that's going to be your phonogram review. Then you do visual and auditory. You show them the card and it's A, apple, A, B, boy, B, C, cat, K, D, dog, D. Not in order. I'm just saying you just randomly show them the cards and they have to say them. Then you turn it around and you just give them the sound. You give them the sound like B, and they must tell you, oh, that's B as in boy or B as in bat, whichever one you're using. Okay, so first you show them the card. They have to tell you what the letter is, what the key word is, and the sound. Then you give them back, you reverse it. You give them the sound, and then they say, well, it's that's M as in man. If I say they say M as in man. Then we go, of course, to our rapid drills. And you can move around the cards, manipulate the cards, change up the vowels, the places of the vowels and the consonants, and you have to do it quickly. They cannot sound out these words. Okay, then we go to spelling and dictation. Spelling, we know there's a 5-step spelling plan. What is a 5-step spelling plan? Anybody? What's the first thing you do?
The teacher mentions
The spelling. The first thing you say the word so the child listens.
Yes.
Yeah. Then the child repeats it. Then the child spells it out loud. Then the child writes it. And then they check it. They sound it out to make sure they didn't leave out any letters.
Yes.
Okay, so everybody got the spelling. Dictation, we use those same words, the same words that we use from the OG cards, and we create 5 spell. Please don't make it complicated. Don't make it complicated. Make it simple. The cat sat on the mat. The rat ate the cat. Make it simple. Don't make it complex. Don't try to trick these kids. They're not in the mood. Okay? Just give them simple stuff. And then you go line upon line, precept upon precept, and it gets more and more difficult, but slowly. So it's like boiling the frog. The frog doesn't know when it's dead. Okay, apparently you don't know that one. Okay. Then we do handwriting, which is where you're actually going to form the letters. Go to the OG manual and it shows you how to teach them. And it's at your discretion that you introduce letters. There are some letters that you do not introduce together, like B and D. Then the phonetic elements, now you're going to add in, because now we're on lesson 2. You're going to add new letters. So now all those letters that you had for the phonograms review, and the new words plus the new sight words, it's actually on it. Remember yesterday we were talking about where to put in the sight words?
Yes.
Yeah, it's on number 6. Phonics elements and new sight words. It was actually there. Okay. So we teach the elements, and so now we have more letters for our phonograms review in lesson 3. Linguistic concept, let's see, what else can we do? We did capitals, we did period at the end of the sentence. Maybe you can do type of question where you give them a question and an answer, like, how old are you? That's a question. I am 7 years old. So all they have to do is put a question mark after the question and put a period at the end of the declarative. You can give them 6 like that. 2, 3 that are questions, and 3 that are the answers. Don't give them anything difficult. Give them side by side. Where do you live? Don't put where do you live next to the I am 5 years old. Don't try to trick them. Put them together so they can figure it out. Where do you live? I live in Queens, New York. One of them is a question. The other one is a declarative sentence. So you could use that for your linguistic concept for that day. So the next time when you do lesson 3 and you do your dictation, you're going to put a question as one of the sentences, right? And then when they forget to put the question mark, you go back and you say, wait a minute, didn't we say that if it's a question that you have to put a question mark? And then they say, oh yeah, and then they put it in. Okay? Anything that you taught them in the linguistic concept, when you bring it over, you realize they're not using it, you got to reinforce it. You may, depending on if it's a simple thing, you may just want to reinforce it and teach them something new. But if it's something a little more technical, don't move on. Teach it again. Teach it again. All right? And I think, and then your reflection log. Okay, let's talk about your students. We have
do we omit comprehension here too?
Yeah, but no, we're not touching on that. That's just basically for now. I mean, you can choose if you want to do main idea and details, or if you just want them to fill in the blanks. Anything that you want to do to show that they can understand. But I am not majoring on that because I don't have the time for that. Because I'm going to have to do main ideas, details, inference, sequencing. We can't get all that in. So I'm trying to get the most important things in. I want you to practice writing lesson plans. You have a whole week break and then another week. So you only have 2 weeks. You have 2 weeks. And I want you to be doing stuff, practicing. I don't want you to say, oh, good, she's gone. We don't have to do anything right now. We can just relax and forget about her. When she comes back, we ask her what her name is, because we're not going to even remember that. We don't want to do that. We want to keep active practice. I want you guys to practice. Just copy some of these. Make copies of these. And whenever you have free time, like maybe you're watching TV. Well, not when you're watching TV. I don't want you to do while you're watching TV. But you have a little downtime. You're in a doctor's office or you're at school and you're just sitting at your desk and you're working on other stuff. Let me just do a lesson plan real quick. Okay? And you go and you do a lesson plan. And then, but you should now be really teaching these lesson plans to the children. I don't want us to come to the end of these sessions and you are not writing lesson plans fluently. Remember the next lesson plan is based on your reflective log from this time. Am I moving on or am I going to revisit some of these concepts because I don't think the child did well? We're redoing this lesson. Oh, wow, this child got it. Let's move on. I need you to practice between now and the next time we meet. I'm saying you should at least have 10 lesson plans, at least 10. These are very, very easy. You have the Dolch list to help you to find sight words. You're working with the students, so you know which one the child already knows. If the child knows like 15 of them on the first sheet, put them all in. Say, oh, she knows all these already. She can read them fluently. She can write them. Put them all in. So you have more words to create sentences. And then you have this. Follow this, the words, so that you know which words you can use as you add things in. And we did a lot of these already. So let's see what we can do. Now let me ask you a question. Do you want me to send you something to do for the week I'm not here? Just pretend that you're the students. Just pretend. Let's pretend. Do you want me to send work for you for that week that we're missing?
Yeah.
I need to know from everybody. Just put it in the chat. Let me write your name down. Just say, yeah. No, you know what? I'm going to send it to the chat. I'm going to send it to the chat. Thank you, Gifty. I'm going to just send it to the chat for everybody to do. Let me play teacher here. It's homework. It's assignment. Everybody has to do it. Now you can always come back and tell me the dog ate your homework. You can always do that. When everything else fails, you can always say the dog ate my homework. All right, but I'm going to give it's in your interest, guys. It really is in your interest to do this. Practice. You're not going to have me forever. That's for sure. We have 2 more sessions after this, and we really need to be able to do it, to do the basics. You should know, okay, this is what I'm doing lesson 3. Lesson 4, okay, I'm moving on. I'm taking some more Dolch words. I'm taking some from here. You should know how to do it. Okay, that's it. Any questions before I say bye-bye for 2 weeks? I'm going away. I'm going on vacation, whether you approve or not. The ticket's been bought. The place been booked. There's nothing you can do about it.
Dr. B, I think yesterday you forgot to send us the scan of the I think the OG list.
No, I sent it last night. I sent it.
I think that was only page 3. So you said we were going to get us from 1 to 3.
No, I sent all 3. I scanned all 3 to you. Take a look.
Very good.
I put them in the printer, all 3. As a matter of fact, it was late in the night, and I said, I got to do it because I promised.
No, you didn't.
Okay, so I'll do it over. And when you get it, you're going to get it this evening. As a matter of fact, you're going to get it in 10 minutes. When I send it over, please, I need everybody to say, I got the 3 pages.
Okay.
Okay. Where is our fearless leader? I couldn't be the one in charge here.
Oh, too soon.
Okay.
8 has come to an end.
Wow.
I know there's so many things to cover.
So
it feels like it never started. Like we've done 8 sections. You've been here like 8 sessions.
Let's call it 16 hours.
Yes, 16 hours. And 16 hours is not a joke, especially for Friday and Saturday weekend. So I hope you're proud of yourself. And at least we have 1 break. I think I love the break in it.
Yes, that was perfect.
So that you can go and condense everything, try and download all the relevant documents you need. And please, she's going on vacation. So this I would ask and beg everyone that from Friday, we don't contact her privately so that she can enjoy.
I'm not going to answer. I'm not gonna answer.
Look at me thinking about Dr. Bernard.
I'm gonna be out. I'm gonna be out. We're gonna be on the beach. We're gonna be out zip lining. No.
So you're going to be answering?
No.
Uh-huh. Okay, so
no.
that then I was in line with what I was saying.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I'm saying they shouldn't.
They shouldn't. Absolutely.
Because they will feel like, oh, she's not minding me, but no, she is. When American says I'm on vacation, it's not like Ghana. I'm on vacation.
you when we're on vacation, we vacate.
So please put all your questions. If you're doing something and you need support, put it down. Once she gets back, she will respond to you when we come on the section. But please, anything you do not understand, try and put it down, because we only have 2 sessions to convey here and it is done. Now I would indulge all of you. I would need your cute pictures, because I would like to create like some digital album for us. Cute pictures, please put it in the group chat. Very nice, with your full name that you want it be on. I would also share a document where I want you to put on the exact name you would want to have on your participation certificate. I know a couple of us have not finished the lessons. Please go back and watch them. If not, if you have a participation certificate and you're showing it, it's really that you haven't gotten all the value of it. But I want to say thank you, Victoria. It's good to see you here. And I'm actually proud of Victoria. Like, Victoria is not a teacher at all, but she sells educational tools. And please, before we leave, like finish this program, we will share all our handles if you are very active on social media and all that. But she sells educational tools, and if she can send it to you in Nigeria. So if you order something, and we know where to get some educational tools, and she's here just listening in, and so that she can be a good advocate for dyslexia.
Wow, that's great. That's really great. And let me just add, you can contact me right up to Thursday of this week.
Okay.
I leave on Friday. You can contact me. You can bombard me. You can just throw the book at me from now until Thursday. That's it.
Fantastic. All right. So it's been a great evening. Go enjoy the rest of your Saturday and enjoy the Sunday, and have a great resting period till we meet of 15.
Have a good vacation, Dr. B.
Enjoy your
Thank
vacation.
you. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.